ha-cha-cha. Kamalili ai o ha-cha-cha. Kamakau ke ia ha-cha-cha. Loa ako no ha-cha-cha. Kamakau ke ia ha-cha-cha. Loa ako no ha-cha-cha. Haina kapua na ha-cha-cha. E ku baby ha-cha-cha. Haina kapua na ha-cha-cha. E ku baby ha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha. Komino akamai He kawai maka Keha keha I kawai Puhilani ho'opulu ana I o papalina Ohai ke aloha La I ke kino Komino akamai He kawai maka Keha keha I kawai Puhilani ho'opulu ana I o papalina Ka ne'e mai A ke ao he kili I ke alona Kumuhau e kolu Kamalani, kamanui, kamaiki, kahome ona Ali I holokai Ka ne'e mai A ke ao he kili I ke alona
Aloha, aloha kakayaka, ladies and gentlemen, aloha mai kako, and welcome to another day of Hula at Home with Leialoha. That's me. We're coming to you live from Hilo, Hawaii, and guess what? Let's see what the weather looks like today. Let me take a peek. It's not raining. That's so beautiful. I hope we have a little bit of sun today. But welcome to Hula at Home, another day of hula, as I mentioned. How many songs deep are we? Are we about 5 in? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some review for our first timers because I know we have quite a few new people. Now, if you're new, if you're here for the first time today, and maybe a friend of yours said, hey, come on down to Hula at Home. It's free and it's fun and some nice low impact exercise. Give me a show of hands. How many of you are here for the first time? I see 1, 2. I see Romper, Domper, Stomper. Do you remember Romper Room? No, you're too young out there. You don't remember. It was a great kids show. But she did that. She did it every show. She would go look into the camera and she would say, Romper, Domper, Stomper, do. Tell me, do. I see Mindy and I see Paul and I see Margaret and I see Jojo and I see Dancer. And anyway, I digress. So let's just go over some basic steps for our first timers. So our basic step in hula is the basic kaholo, spelled K-A-H-O-L-O. The word holo in Hawaiian means to move, to go, or to travel. And it's a simple step of taking 2 steps to the right and 2 steps to the left. However, you want to make sure that you are bending the knees. You are keeping your shoulders level as you move from side to side. You want to have a feel-good feeling about you. You want to be happy. And hula usually makes you happy. It's not a dance that makes you sad unless it's a beautiful song that reminds you of someone who is gone. Then that will make you sad, but in a happy sort of way, if that makes any sense at all. Well, quick reminder, the music that you heard as we were getting started is the beautiful music from my cousin, Miss Darlene Ahuna. A nā hoku hano, a multi-talented and a multi-award-winning nā hoku hano musician and a performer who is my cousin. I just found that out a couple of years ago that we are related. And I know she's excited to get back out to performing. She's out in Waimea on the Big Island and wanting to get out there and play some music. So that's Darlene Ahuna. Go check her out on your local streaming, whether it's iTunes or Spotify and whatnot. Darlene, Ahuna. All right, so your basic kaholo, hands on the hips. You're going to bend the knees. Now, when you take those steps, you're going to take small steps, no wider than shoulder width apart whilst you do that. So hands on the hips, bending the knees. Listen to the sounds of the drum, okay? The count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we step, it's step, together, step, together, switch, step, together. And I'm just doing it in half time right now, just so that you get a feel. Together, step, together, step, together, step, together. Whilst you're doing that move, remember to keep those shoulders level, okay? Our natural instinct, well, not my natural instinct, but the natural instinct, when you're moving at a little quicker pace, would be to do something like this, which would be like kind of like a dip, if you will. And I get it, because it reminds you of country line dancing, electric slide, or whatever the latest TikTok dance is, okay? So we're not twisting and moving the shoulders, keeping those shoulders level, moving side to side. All right, let's give that a try in real time. Hands on the hips. Ihoma Koko, which is, are you ready? I know you are. Bend those knees, and here we go. And kaholo right. So it's step together. And I'm stepping, as I step, I'm flat-footed, yeah? Step together. So the foot's going all the way flat. Now what I teach you is what I have been taught by my previous kumu, which is the Hawaiian word for teacher. I started dancing hula at kind of late, actually, in life. I want to say maybe 8 or 9 years old. I danced for a halau. A halau is a Hawaiian word for a school. From the beautiful town of Kaneohe, where I grew up, on the island of Oahu. And it was Ke'olalaulani Hula Studio. That's what it was called then. It has since changed. But Ke'olalaulani Hula Studio, under the direction of the late Auntie Mary Wong. And of course, her daughter was the very first Miss Aloha Hula Hawaii, which is the coveted title for the most fabulous hula dancer on the planet. And she was the very first one to be crowned in Hilo. It's Ke'olalaulani Hula Studio. They've changed the name, but it's beautiful because the kupuna carry on the tradition and took over the halau. And they are award-winning hula dancers as well, the granddaughters and the great-granddaughters of hula. All right, your basic hula, kaholo, and stop. So regardless of whether the song that you're dancing is a very slow ballad or an upbeat hapahaole tune, the kaholo is the same. It's just the tempo is different. Okay, so that's your basic kaholo. The other move that we use in a hula is something called the ami, and the ami, spelled A-M-I, ami, uses what we call in Hawaii your okole. Your okole is your backside, your booty, your gluteus maximus. Yeah. So we want to, again, bend the knees, always bending the knees, hands on the hips. You're going to use your legs and your knees to push your okole around. So your okole should be moving around in a circular motion like so, okay? Again, just like the kaholo, make sure those shoulders remain level. Try not to move the shoulders side to side. Keep those shoulders level, bending the knees, hips going around in a circle that is our basic ami. Now, the other movement we use in a hula is something called the ami kuku, which is the same movement, the ami with the circular movement of the okole, but it's 2 slow rotations and then 3 quick rotations. So hands on the hips, bending the knee. We're going slow, slow, quick, quick, quick. Again, slow, slow, and 1, 2, 3. Again, 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's all it is. So let's try to incorporate those movements. We're going to do our basic kaholo and our ami and ami kuku. I will call them out to you as we dance them. But before we do that, let's talk about how the hands are going to move, because that's a big question that comes up, is how do I get my hula hands going? Okay. So first and foremost, think about if you are a pet lover, even if you are not a pet lover. just play along. Okay, imagine you're petting your favorite cat. You're going to put, or dog, or whatever. Okay, so you're going to take your hands, hold your hands up in the air. Okay, now keep your fingers together with your thumb away from the fingertips, and you're just going to gently lift up the wrist. Now watch my hand. As I lift up my wrist, my fingers kind of drop down. My palm, my fingers kind of drop below. Okay, and then when I drop the wrist, the fingers lift. So what I am trying to achieve is this. As I lift the wrist ever so gently, the fingers move down, and then I pull the fingers back up as I push the wrist down. And notice how the fingers bend. I do force them a little bit, but you want it to be a nice even flow. So it's not a flop, but an even flow. So lifting the wrist, dropping the wrist, lifting the wrist, and dropping the wrist like so. Drop. So lift and drop. Lift and drop. Notice how the fingers stay together. The thumbs are away from the finger. Okay, this way. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. And ever so gentle. So we don't want to do a big flop, nor do we want to what I call the classic tourist move, which is the move for people who attempt hula for the first time. Their natural instinct is to do one of two things, which would be either this, the poke-a-thon, or there's the dip. Okay. So let's concentrate on working those hands properly. Now when we kaholo, we're going to take our left hand, we're going to bring it up to the chest, nice and high. Keep those elbows up nice and high as well. Okay. And then your right arm is going to be extended to the side. Arm fully extended. You want to be chest tight as well. This hand near your chest, think about never ever crossing over to this side unless otherwise specified. Keep it, think about a imaginary line, if you will, in the middle of your body, a partition, if you will, keeping your hands off to the side. When we kaholo to the right, again, gently moving those hands, pulling up the wrist. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And then we're going to switch. Anticipate the move, pulling up, switching to the opposite side, pull up and down and up and switch, pull up and down and up and down and up and down and up, switch again, and 1 and 2. Let's try with the feet. Here we go, and kaholo to the right, switch. So anticipate the move, lift 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Are you feeling it? Can you feel those calories just falling off of your behind? I know I do. I'll be in a size 1 in no time. Extra cheese. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. To the right, 1 and 2 and 1. Give your arms a rest. Keep the feet moving. Just kaholo. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. To the right, to the left. One more set. Right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stand in place, do our ami. So we got 1 and 2. Let those hips move around in a circle. Remember, keeping your shoulders still. If you find that your shoulders are moving side to side, take your fingers, place them on your shoulders, and with your peripheral vision, you can kind of guide your arms. Because if you see it moving, then at least with your peripheral vision, you can stop it. Yeah? Okay? Now let's try the amikuku, 2 slow and 3 quick. Okay? Here we go. And we go slow and quick, 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 slow and quick. One more set. Amikuku, 1 and 2 and a 1, 2. Here we go. Arms up, kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left, kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left, and stop. Give ourselves a hand. How did that feel? Pretty easy, right? Beautiful. So let us go ahead and just go through our 2 hapa haole songs. Now for our first timers, hapa haole, hapa is the Hawaiian word for half of something. And the word haole was given to our first fair-skinned people that came to Hawaii. The Caucasian, didn't we see something about the word Caucasian? I'm sorry? On television? Now, anyway, for the first white or fair-skinned people, if you will, that came to Hawaii, the word we use is hole. So when you hear people speak of hapa haole songs, it breaks down to hapa half Caucasian or half white, if you will, meaning the song has a Hawaiian feel to it, an island feel, but yet has English lyrics, okay? Classic hapa songs, there are thousands and thousands, I'm sure, but some of the most classic hapa tunes would be songs, I'm sure many of you are familiar with songs like Little Grass Shack. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii. Tiny bubbles in the wine. Tiny bubbles. You got the Hukilau. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Blue Hawaii, a classic made super popular by the late, great Elvis Presley from the movie Blue Hawaii. So I share a couple of those hapa tunes, as well as traditional Hawaiian songs, which I think last week we learned Aloha Oi, a beautiful song of love and goodbye written by our last Queen of Hawaii, Queen Liliuokalani. So let's just walk through our two hapa songs. The first, did we do Little Grass Shack first or did we do Hukilau first? Hukilau, yeah. So let's just walk through the hand gestures. I don't want to spend too much time because we got so much to go over, so I'm just going to walk through it real quick. Hukilau is primarily kaholo all the way, two to the right, two to the left, and then we have amikuku in the middle. Okay, so the lyrics go, we're going to a hukilau, hukilau. So hands on the hips, hitchhike, we're going. You're going to pull from the right 2 times like you're pulling a big rope. 1, 2, left side, 1, 2, back to the right, 1, 2. Okay, we're going to a hukilau. Everybody loves the hukilau. Hand to the chest, palms facing down. Flip your hands over so the palms facing up. Push your hands out in front of your body like so, and open your arms like so. So it's everybody loves the hukilau, which means we're going to pull 2 times. 1 and 2, okay? Then the lyrics say, where the laulau is the kau at the big luau. Laulau is a fabulous, you know what? Maybe we should have laulau today. Is today a good day?
You're talking my language now.
Okay, laulau is an awesome Hawaiian dish made with the tops of the taro plant. Yes. We'll talk about poi. The tops of the taro plant. It's kind of like how do you say it? Spinach-esque, if you will. The leaves are cooked down, depending on what you're making. But in this instance, with the laulau, you have the taro leaves that are quite large, and you use several of them. They are cleaned and they are stacked, and we stuff them with normally pork and fish, a little bit of pa'akai, salt for seasoning, and they are wrapped. And then wrapped again with tea leaf and steamed or cooked in the underground oven, which is called an imu. The days of old, people still cook in the imu today, but an air fryer is the way to go these days. That's another show. But cooked in the imu, or it could be cooked in a steamer on the stovetop, and it is quite delicious. So laulau is the kau. The word kau is the Hawaiian word for food in general, spelled K-A-U, kau, like moo cow, like moo, but kau. The act of eating or food itself is called kau, or the laulau is the kau at the big luau. A luau, of course, is a feast. Okay, so we're going to eat. You're going to take your right hand, hold it out in front of your body with your arm fully extended, cup that hand. Left hand, index, middle finger, you're going to dip into your bowl, bring it to your mouth, and you're going to go back for seconds, okay? So we're eating our poi. Now, in the days of old, and some people still do today, I wouldn't suggest it, but you didn't hear it from me, especially with COVID. You got to be extra careful eating with your hands, right? But in the olden days, you would eat poi with your hands. What is poi, you ask? Well, poi is made, again, from the taro plant, a staple of the Hawaiian people. Today it is so expensive, and we'll talk about the outrageous price of poi in just a little bit, but it is made from the root of the taro plant. The root is cleaned and it is steamed, and then it's pounded into a paste. And it's one of our favorite things to eat. Tiki Dave and I love poi. Poi is awesome with Hawaiian food, but poi is also awesome with steak or whatever, ribs, pork chops. I mean, it really goes well with almost anything. Today, the price of poi is just out of control unless you're growing your own poi and pounding your own poi, which is it's a huge PIA, if you know what I mean. It's just easier to buy. And so speaking of the Poi Fund, I know some of you see the stars out there. Thank you very much for the stars. If you want to donate a few stars to the Poi Fund, please feel free. Never expected, but always appreciated. And of course, we have our Aloha Kokua bowl if you want to throw some hula tips in there for the family fund. We would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so laulau is a kaukau at the big luau. So you're dipping to your bowl 2 times, 1 and 2. We throw our nets out into the sea, both hands over your head, throw those arms up over your head, and the motion of the ocean, you're going to use those wrists again, lifting the right, and left. So notice the hands are low. So you're going to lift up the right hand, left, right, left. So that's the motion of the ocean. And all the ama come swimming to me. So the fish, your hands are already down. So you're going to take your right hand over your left, fingers together, flat and low. Pop out your thumbs. You're going to dip twice to the right, 1 and 2, and twice to the left, 1 and 2. Let's just go that far in the song. Okay, so from the top, let's go for it. We're just going to go for it up until that part of the song. Basic kaholo with the feet. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and basic kaholo from the top. All right, if you're dancing with your friend and your friend's been with me before, just follow along with your friend. Or just follow along on screen. Here we go. Kaholo to the right. Kaholo right. Kaholo left. All right, here we go. Oh, we're going. Hitchhike. Left hand on the hip. Right hand over the shoulder. Pull. Left side. Hooky. Everybody from the chest. Push it out. They love to do what? And then they like to eat. 1. I know I do. Throw your nets out. And then the fish. Back to the top. Oh, we're going. Then hooky, pull. Left side. And back to the right. There you go. Beautiful. Now, second part of the song, what a beautiful day for fishing, the old Hawaiian way. All the hukilau nets are swishing down an old Laie Bay. So what a beautiful day for fishing. Now, this section of the song is quick, okay? So both arms in front of your body like so. Palms are facing in. You're going to make a big motion like so. Bring your arms together in a big circle over your head. The arms end up here. Okay, so we're here. What a beautiful day for fishing. You're going to take your left hand across your chest, right arm you're going to bend, resting your elbow on your hand. This becomes your fishing pole. You're going to dip it into the water 2 times. So when we put it together, it goes, what a beautiful day for fishing. The old Hawaiian way, hands on the hips, you're going to amikuku. So it's 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, okay? All the hukilau nets are swishing. You're going to pull twice from the right, twice from the left. So pull 1, 2, 1, 2, and then down an old Laie Bay. We're going to make a bay with our hands. So you're going to drop your hands to the side, palms facing in, and pull the elbows up and back like so. The hands are going to move like so. In a nice big circle, keep it low, down at the waist, down an old Laie Bay, and then back to the top again. Oh, we're going to a hukilau. Now, the song goes through 2 times. At the end of the song, you're going to hear me say the word lava, L-A-W-A, which is the Hawaiian word for enough already. So that's your cue. The big finish is coming up. How does a big finish work, you ask? Well, here's how it works. Hands on the hip. You're going to step to the right, bring your feet together. You're going to step to the left and bring your feet together. Now you're going to step back with your right foot, touching your shoulders, so your weight should be here on the back. And then you're going to bring your hands to the front, right over left for the big finish. Okay, so when I say lava, then it'll be step right, step left, step back, and boom. And that's it. Okay? And then, of course, you will say to yourself, I am awesome. Let's try that one more time. From the tippy top all the way through. Remember, the song goes through 2 times. All right? Here we go. Arms up. Here we go. And kaholo to the right, kaholo right, kaholo left, kaholo right. Oh, we're going to a hukilau. Pull it in. Pull. Pull everybody. Pull it in, bowl to the mouth 2 times. Lau lau, cow cow, big luau. Throw out your nets, throw it up overhead. Ocean. And the fish. Oh, we're going. Hooky. Hooky. Okay, beautiful day coming up. Big arms and fishing paw. Make cuckoo, hands on the hips. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. Pull it in. Pull it in. Down to the bay. Drop it low. Oh, we're going. And hooky. Hooky. Everybody. Pull it in. Lau lau is a cow cow 2 times. Go to the mouth. Throw out your net. Ocean. Ama ama. Oh, we're going. Hitchhike. Pull it in. Pull. And then back to the top. Here we go. Hooky. Hooky. Everybody. Lau lau is a cow cow. Bowl to the mouth. Throw out your net. Ocean. Oh, the ama ama. Oh, we're going. Hooky. Okay, beautiful day coming up. Ami cuckoo. 1 and 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Pull it in. Left side. Down in the bed. Oh, we're going. Hooky. Hooky. Everybody. Pull it in. Bowl to the mouth. Throw out your net. Ocean. All the ama ama. Oh, we're going. Hooky. Keep pulling. Pull. Keep pulling. All right, here we go. Lava, big finish. Step right and left and back and pow. How did that feel? Did that feel awesome? I'm sure it did. Wait, let me get some water. Whew.
Feels good.
That wore me out. All right. And there you go. That's a hooky lao. Now, for those of you that are not in the know, or even if you are in the know, after class, Tiki Dave, is going to be posting the videos on his Tiki Dave YouTube page. He will post the links to those videos, so then you can always go back and reference the other songs. So you can go back to the very first class if you'd like to, if you had forgotten the dance and you want to maybe, you're having a few people over and you want to have a little Hawaiian themed party. Make sure you're practicing social distancing while you are enjoying the hula and enjoying your tiki cocktails. All those videos are the ones that from the previous classes are there already. And today's class, the link will be posted shortly, not too long after class, a little like later this afternoon for your reference, okay? So there you go, hooky lao. Now, looking at my time, I don't really have time to walk through everything. We're just going to go for it because I want to try to get you through most of the songs we've already done today if I can. So let's just go for Little Grass Shack, okay? This one we're just going to blow through. You know the basic footsteps. 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Basic holo for the feet. Ami kuku. I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakiko, Hawaii. And then you're going to frame your body. I want to be with all the kane and wahine that I used to know. I can hear the old guitars playing. The beach at Honau. Now, back at the ear again, I can hear the old Hawaiian saying, Ami kuku with the arms. Se komumai no ka'ua I ka hale vela kahau. It won't be long till my ship will be sailing back to Kona, hand on the hip. Left hand on the hip, right hand extended out, shaking your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a grand old place. That's always fair to see. Frame your body, count of 8. I'm Just a little Hawaiian and a homesick island girl or boy. And then hitchhike 2 times. I want to go back to my fish and poi. And then overhead, over the shoulder, I want to go back to my little grass shack in Kealakekua, Hawaii. And then the big finish, Humuhumunukunukuapua'a, which is the state fish of Hawaii, the trigger fish. The fish, just like hokilau, so 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. The song goes through 2 times once again, and then at the end when we have the big finish, you'll hear me say lava, which means it's time for the big finish. Let's go for it. All right, Ihoma, go. Arms up. Here we go, kaholo. Kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left. I want to go back.
I wanna go back
to the shack.
my little grass shack.
Sweep and hold. Sweep. Now frame your body. Count of 4. 1, 2, 3. Now you're gonna think on the right, then the left. I can hear. Play your guitar or ukulele on the beach. 1, 2, 3. Back at the ear again. I can hear the old Hawaiians. Kuku coming up. Here we go. 1 and 2. And 1, 2, 3. Shake your head and your hand. Switch sides. 1, 2. It's a grand old place. Drop your arms. Open and hold. Frame your body. Count of 4. I want to go back to my fish and poi. Go to the mouth. Back to the shack. Kealakekua, Hawaii. And then your fish. Humuhumunukunukuapua'a. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. All right. Keep it going. And that's the fish. Right and left. I want to go back to my little grass shack. Kealakekua, Hawaii. I want to be with all the kane and wahine that I used to know. Think and think. I can hear. Strum your guitar on the beach. Back at the ear again, I can hear the old Hawaiians. Ekomomai with the amikuku. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Shake your head and your hand. Switch sides. It's a grand old place that's always fair to see. Drop your arms overhead and keep those arms open. Frame your body. I want to go back. Hitchhike. Bowl to the mouth. I want to go back to the shack. We got our big finish coming up soon. Let's do our fish. Humuhumunukunukuapua'a. To the right. To the left. Right. Left. Keep it going. Right. Left. Right. One more set of fish and 1. All right, big finish. Lava and step right and left. Back and toe. There you go. That's the little grass shack. Yay! Okay, let's check the weather outside. Oh, it's not frightful. The sun is out today. You know what? Maybe I could do some sunbathing in my hand-crocheted bikini. Woohoo! Not. Okay. All right, so there you go. Little grass shack and the hokilau. Hawaiian lullaby. Okay. Let us just go over Hawaiian lullaby real quick. Hawaiian lullaby, a beautiful song written by the late Peter Moon, made popular by many people as of late. Is Janine here? Hi, Janine. Oh, is she with the?
She plays ukulele with me, but she's I think primarily hula dancing.
I was going to say if she's part of Elliot's ukulele society. Well, hi, Janine. This song is for you then. Thank you very much for the stars, Janine. This beautiful song is a song that I've been teaching my hula students on the ships from the beginning. For those of you not in the know, my husband and I have been part of the Princess Cruises family now for almost 16 years. And of course, unfortunately, Due to the pandemic, we are not on the ships. We started off as a musical duo playing dance music in the lounges, and we do all kinds of music from jazz to pop, R&B, country, whatever, disco. And then we had founded a few years later the Hawaiian Enrichment Program that now has become so popular, along with our dear friend David Cole. They put it on us and said, here, go for it. And so it became what it is today, and it's chocked full of Hawaiian enrichment on your cruises from whether it be Los Angeles or San Francisco. And for us, it's 15-day cruises out of Los Angeles, 5 days over to Hawaii. We have 4 ports of call on the islands. Usually it is, what do we do now? I forget already. It's been so long. Hilo, Big Island, Hilo, Hawaii, then Oahu, Honolulu. Then we go to Maui. So Lahaina, Maui is our protocol. And then last we go to Nauwiliwili, Kauai, and then head back to Los Angeles. So it's a lot of fun. We have all our activities on the way over. We play Hawaiian music. We even play other kind of music because we have our regular ballroom dancers that come on the cruise too, and they love to ballroom dance too, both Hawaiian music and the other music that we can play or do play. And then we have our craft classes. Tiki Dave does his ukulele program, which has become so popular. I know you all have become ukulele addicts. And then we have our hula program as well. So those happen every sea day over. And then on the way back, every sea day we have the classes again. And then at the end of the cruise, we do a big show in our theater on the ships, our big theaters. And they're quite popular. And on average, I want to say, at least on the larger ships, we have, I don't know, would you say 2 and some change sometimes? It all depends.
150, 160.
Yeah, about 150 to 200 people on stage performing their hula and ukulele, and it really is pretty cool. So we're really excited, hoping that starts up soon. It sounds like some of the ships are going to start going out this summer, so fingers crossed, and we're just dying to get back on the ships to Hawaii or anywhere in the world. We also do ships doing other destinations, but when we do that, we're there primarily as musicians, playing ballroom music or an easy listening music for our passengers. So the reason why I went through this rant was because this particular song is one of the songs that we do in this show, and it's the opener for that particular show, our Aloha Oi farewell show. So this one's for Janine, so we're just going to walk through the gestures real quick. The beautiful tune is called Hawaiian Lullaby, and as I mentioned before, it was written by a gentleman by the name of Peter Moon, who sadly had passed way too early in his life, and the song had been recorded by quite a few people, originally made popular by a group called Na Leo Pili Mehana, 3 lovely ladies who went to high school together on the island of Oahu at the Kamehameha schools. And they started singing together. They entered a singing contest and won a spot, what was called Brown Bags to Stardom. It was the Voice and American Idol of its time in Hawaii. Recorded an album on this, recorded a song on this particular Brown Bags to Stardom program. And they're superstars. They've been singing together ever since then. And, they're a little grown, but still singing together, and they made this particular song super popular, and it's a lovely tune called Hawaiian Lullaby. The lyrics are in English, so it's a little easier to understand as opposed to a traditional Hawaiian tune that would be in the Hawaiian language. So the lyrics go, where I live there are rainbows with life in the laughter of morning and starry night. So we're going to start with arms up to your right, palms up. You're going to sweep across your body. You're going to turn your arms over, and you're going to bring it back. Okay, and then rainbows. The rainbows are going to go over your head, so both arms are going to go overhead with your hands, palms facing forward. Then you're going to bring them back. Okay, with life in the laughter of morning. So you're here, this inner arm, you're going to bring it up over your head, and your other arm is going to come up to meet your hand here. So you're here, we're here, where I live. Bring it back. There are rainbows. Bring it back over. Bloom, doop, doo. with life and the laughter. And morning, this hand comes up, of morning. And starry nights, you're going to make your stars. So right, left, meaning close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. So this arm is fully extended. Your right arm, your left arm is kind of bent over your head. So the fingers are closing to the thumb, opening the hand. As you switch, you're going to close, open, close, open, close, open. Okay, alternating. And starry nights. Okay? Second verse, similar to the first. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Some of you might get it. Some of you might not. That's okay. So same thing again. Where I live, there are rainbows. So palms up, coming across, palms down. And then your rainbows. There are rainbows with flowers full of color and birds filled with song. So we're going to pick our flowers, both arms out in front of your body. So make sure those arms are fully extended. Palms facing down, fingers together, fingertips to the thumb. Turn it over. Okay, and then you're going to open your hand slowly. It goes, flowers full of color. Okay, and birds filled with song. Fingers on the shoulder like so. And birds, turn it over, drop your hands down, filled with song, and back up to the shoulders. So we're going 1, 2, boom, and up. Okay, I can smile when it's raining and touch the warmth of the sun. So hands at the chest, bring it up to the mouth. I can smile, and then the rain's going to come down, both arms over your head, palms are flat, fully extended. You're going to flicker your fingers down to your chest, like so. We're going 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, we go. I can smile when it's raining. One more time, we go. I can smile when it's raining. Now, when we come down from the rain, our arms should be here, okay? That prepares us for the next movement, which is, and touch the warmth of the sun. So you're here already. So what you want to shoot for is right over left. Okay, so 1, 2, count of 2, flip it over 1, 2. So we're here. I can smile when it's raining. And then palm on palm and touch the warmth of the sun. Both arms out to the side, palms facing down. And it's a quick movement from here overhead. So we're going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So I can smile from the chest. I can smile when it's raining and touch the warmth of the sun. Then overhead, I hear children laughing. So you're going to have movement at the ear. So your left hand behind the ear, right arm extended out to the side. Count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to switch to the mouth. So this extended arm here comes to the side of the mouth. Your other arm extended out. So we're going, I hear children, to the mouth, laughing. And then the big finish is just like little grass shack, big circle. In this place that I love, and we stop over here. We have a lot of time. In this place that I love, then you end here. And that's the whole song. Then it repeats again. So you're going to take the left hand, you're going to drop it down, and you're ready to start where I live, there are rainbows. Again, okay? How the song works is we actually stand in place for the top of the song, meaning we're here, where I live, there are rainbows with life and the laughter of morning and starry night. When the second verse kicks in, that's when we're going to start the kaholo. So all the way through to the end, okay? So don't forget at the end we have the big stars. And starry, starry, starry. We're just standing in place. Bring the hands down, drop the hands to the side. And you're going to step back. And then take your bow, like so. Shall we go for it? Yes, they all screamed. Here we go from the tippy top, sir. It's 11:42. Where did the time go? Holy shikamoles. Okay, here we go. So don't forget we've got Tiki Dave coming up at 1 o'clock with his ukulele get together. Here you go from the top, where I live. Arms up. Okay, turn it over, bring it back. Rainbows. Overhead. Okay, life in the laughter of morning. So bring the left arm up, and 1 and 2 and up. Then your stars. Close, open. All right, anticipate getting ready to move. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3. Moving the feet, rainbows. Flowers full of color. Pick your flower. Pick your flower. Turn it over and open. And birds at the shoulder. Open up. I can smile. Chest to the mouth. Touch the warmth of the sun. Palm on palm. 1, 2, 1, 2. Arms out. Overhead at the ear. Then switch. In this place that I love, take your time. In this place that I love. And then we start again. So keep those arms up, drop the left arm, and where I live. Now when we come back through the second time, it does come back in reverse order. Meaning, flowers full of color first. Ooh, excuse me. Pick your flower. Did you hear that? Sorry. The fabulous adobo ribs from last night. Not mine, but I can smile. Chest to the mouth. And touch the warmth of the sun. Palm on palm. 1, 2, 1, 2. Arms out. Overhead at the ear. In this place that I love, drop it down. There you go. Last time, where I live. Here we go. And where I live. There are rainbows. Right, big finish coming up. Life and the laughter. Overhead. Now big finish. You're going to stand in place. And then we got our stars. Right, left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overhead. Turn it over. Drop it down nice and slow. Take your time. Nice and easy. How does that feel? Pretty good, eh? Take a step back with your right foot. Keep the arms on the side. Then take your bow. And say to yourself, I am awesome. Yay! Beautiful. Well, that was quick. All right. There you go. That's Hawaiian Lullaby. Now, speaking of which, I think we have time to go over aloha oi real quick before I have to say aloha. I have so many orders for face masks to get out. Big mahalos for those of you who have been supporting my small business. I hand make face masks. And in this pandemic, of course, looking style, it certainly doesn't hurt. They're all, for the most part, a Hawaiian style. My 3D masks are probably the most popular. You know who you are. They're Pat Malinchuk. Your order's coming out soon. And, of course, the rest of you out there, thank you so very much for supporting. I've got to go get more of those out, put that in the mail this afternoon. So make sure you visit me on Kini Creation Facebook page. You can see some of the things that I hand make. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always message me. All right, so let's talk about the song that we introduced. We did introduce this one last week, I believe. A beautiful song written by our last queen of Hawaii, Queen Lili'u Okalani. Now, this particular song is also featured in our cruise ship final farewell show. We call it the Aloha Oi Farewell Show, usually the last night of our cruise. And we finish up our show with this beautiful song called Aloha Oi. Let me just walk through the hand gestures real quick. Now, this particular song, again, basic kaholo all the way through, okay? And it's a very quick song, too. Ha'aheo ka'ua ina pali ke nihia ele I kana hele. So we're going to start with the hands at the lap. We're going to bring the hands up to the chest. Now, notice when I lift my arms, the elbows come up with my arms. So try to bring the elbows up as you lift, as opposed to just bringing the hands here. Because if we approach this way, you got nowhere to go, really. Yeah, so keep the elbows up as you bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to push both arms out in front of our body, okay? And the hands are going to go up, and then you're going to bring it back into your chest. So we're going ha-he-o, out and in. Ha-he-o, out. Ka'ua'ina pali, you and I, we're going to go up to the mountains, palms up and hold. Okay, so we're here. Ha-he-o, ka'ua'ina pali. And then we hold, okay? Both arms here. Then from here, we're going to go overhead. Take your time. We go, Kenihi, Aela Ikana Hele. Then we're going to drop and sweep. So down, drop into the side, palms facing down, going back and forth four times. Left to right, right to left. Left to right, right to left. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that quick, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, and then we're going to pick the flower slowly. Pua ahihi. Turn it over. Lehua, picking the lehua blossom. We're not going to open it. We're going to leave it closed and then back up to the mountains like so and hold. Let's try that with just the hands and the music so you can get a feeling for the song. Okay, here we go. Tahil. And the song goes through 2 times. Now, in reality, we would be doing a kaholo at the top, but we'll just stand in place for this one. Kaholo right and kaholo left. Ha'aheo kaua'ina pali. Here we go. And out and in. And hold. Then overhead, take your time, nice and slow. And hold. As we're doing this, we're kahaloing back and forth, and you're going to drop and sweep. You're going to pick your flower slowly. Turn it over to the mountains, palms down. And hold. Beautiful. Okay, let's try that one more time from the top with the feet. By the way, that's me singing on the recording. So we do have our CDs available. If you're interested in our Hawaiian CDs, feel free to private message us or private message Tiki Dave with information on how you can get a hold of our music. Here we go, from the top. So we're just going to go up until the chorus, okay? So kaholo from the top. Right, get yourself a slice. Why are you talking about pizza so much? Oh, man. From the top. Hell, and lift it up to the chest, push it out, bring it back to the pali, the cliffs, then overhead, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, the palms stay up, and hold, drop and sweep, left to right, keep it low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Pua'ahihi, pick your flower. Take your time. Pua'ahihi, lehua. And then to the mountains this time. Palms down. And hold. There you go. And then we've got the chorus. Aloha oi, aloha oi. So hands on the hips. From the mouth. Aloha oi. Keep that from the mouth. Out. Keep that arm out. Repeat. Aloha oi. Now this part gets a little tricky. We're going to go around in a circle. We're ka'oing, if you will. A ka'o in hula is pretty much stepping side. I mean, there's a little more to it than just stepping side to side, but we just don't have the time to spend on the technicalities of it today, but maybe we'll touch on it. But for now, we'll just step side to side. So we're going to be going around in a circle. So you're going to go to your right. So elbows up nice and high like so. We're going to step 1 and 2, turn 1 and 2. FedEx is outside, 1 and 2. I don't know, it's not over here. I think they're lost. Oh, that's not my printer. Okay, so we're going to go to your right. We're going to go, Hekeo, thank you. Hekeo na ona no hikalipo. Okay, again, you're going to go right and left, right and left. Where's my printer? Right and left, right and left, okay? A fond embrace. You know what it is? It's what I thought it was. Arms out. Cross your heart. 2 times. Cross your heart. Until we meet again. Up to the chest. Until we meet again. Okay? So we're going aloha oi. Aloha oi. Then we're going to turn. Eke ona ona no hikalipo. Fond embrace, arms out. A fond embrace. Ahoi aero. Until we meet again, just like the top of the song. Until we meet again. And back to the chest. And that's the whole song. So how it works is we go through 2 times. At the end of the song, we'll have the tag, which musically would mean you'll hear until we meet again 3 times. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. Then last time. Until we meet. Then we stop. Again. And boom, as we say in hula, pow. Okay? How's the time? Okay, we have time to walk through that, or dance through that one time. And before we do it, just thank you, everybody. I hope to see you again next Friday, same time, same bat channel. You know, always check your messages. We try to keep you updated with, and David will be talking about it in his ukulele classes as well. Yes, sir. As far as what? I'm going to try. Well, then we're going to be way over, right? Okay. I'll give you a sneak peek on what we're going to be learning next week, another fun hapa tune. All right, so let's go to through Aloha Oi one time. I think they sent me another Here we go. I got to see if they make sure they didn't charge me twice. If they didn't, hello. Hail from the top. Out and in. Inapali to the cliffs. Then overhead. And hold it up. Then you're going to drop in sweep, remember? Back and forth. Drop it down to your left. Left to right. Hua'ahihi. So you're going to pick your flower. Don't open your flower. Take your time. Turn it over. Then to the mountains, palms down. Here comes the chorus. Aloha oi, farewell to thee. And here we go. Aloha oi. Hold that arm out. Bye-bye. Aloha oi. Get ready for the turn. So you're going to turn to your right. Arms at the chest. We turn 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Turn 1 and back to the front. Arms out. A fond embrace. Crush your heart again. Aho-ia-ia. Until we meet again. Ahui-ho. Up to the chest. Up. Out front. Bring it back in. There you go. And then we'll start from the top again. Ha'aheo kaua'i-napali. Up to the chest. Out. Back in. And up. And hold. Overhead and up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. And hold. Then drop and sweep left to right. Back and forth. And Hua'ahihi, pick your flower. Turn it over to the mountains, palms down. Aloha oi. Aloha oi. Get ready for the turn. And 1, 2, 1, again. Aho ia iao. So this is the second time through until we meet again. Up to the chest, out front, and back in. 2 more times until we meet again. Up to the chest, out front, and back. Last time until we meet again. Up to the chest, out front, and stop. Open your arms. Till we meet again. Aloha oi, beautiful. One of my favorite tunes. I think we have a few minutes to go over. Just a second, maybe. Okay, so the song that we're going to be doing next week is another one of my favorite Hapahali tunes called That's the Hawaiian Me and Me. And I'm going to just give you a little bit of a teaser. Basic Koholo and Amikuku. We're just going to go up until the...
Just one time through. We can do it. No? Okay, just tell me when.
Yeah. Koholo. And it goes like this. I don't like shoes upon my feet.
I don't like shoes upon my feet.
And then clap, clap,
To be
snap.
at ease is such a treat.
I smile.
I smile at everyone.
And then we're gonna ami.
'Cause that's the
1,
Hawaiian in me.
and 4. That's just a teaser called That's the Hawaiian Me. It's a lot of fun. We'll walk through that next week. So that's Friday, 11 a.m. Hawaiian time. Once again, I'm Leialoha. If you've enjoyed today, show me your aloha. We've got the aloha tip jar. Make sure you check online. And, of course, we've got our stars. We thank you so very much for you supporting this. And I hope you're having fun at home with hula. At home. We've got Tiki Dave coming up at 1 o'clock with his ukulele play along. And I wish you a wonderful day. Please stay safe, everybody. And have a beautiful day. It looks like we're going to have some sun out today for a change. So awesome. So make sure you stop by and check out my Kini Creations Facebook page for all my handmade goodies there. And with that, I say, me ke aloha pumehana pauloia o ko to each and every one of you. Thank you so very much. Mahalo. Take care. And we'll see you out and about. Aloha.